I say the future's so bright we'd all got to wear shades.
I feel like we're just getting started.
This is a unicorn.
We believe in our people, we believe in our culture. This thing can't fail.
My name is Matthew Kalinski. I'll be joined today by Hannah Churchman, and we've got Shania that are going to be introducing the lots as well. Before we get started in today's auction, I would like to run through some conditions. So just a couple of housekeeping, ladies and gents. Obviously, for those who are joining us inside, you can see the facilities over there. You've got the office over here, ladies and gents. So please make sure you get your registrations filled in. If you haven't done so already, obviously you can do that online as well if you're joining us online. So obviously we are going to be streaming probably the first 50 odd lots, ladies and gents, and then we'll be following on the rest of the online auction for you. Now, just as a couple little conditions, buyers, it is an auction, so all final bids are binding if you're successful at the fall of the hammer. We do obviously have reserves on some of the assets. If you are the highest bidder and it doesn't reach the reserve, we'll talk to you in a referral process and you'll get the right to negotiate on that lot there, buyers. We've got a team ready on standby to assist in that process and make it as easy as possible. After your winning bids, you may be contacted shortly afterwards for a deposit to secure your bid. Buyers, obviously, we definitely want to try to get that paid and sorted out pretty quickly. We do accept credit card, bank transfer, or you can just visit the checkout via your online page and do it that way as well. Again, buyers, don't forget, bids are binding contracts, so we encourage you to ensure that you've done all the due diligence before bidding. And that's the formality, so I'm going to kick it over to Shania to introduce our first lot.
Thank you for the introduction. Our first lot is lot 80. It's the 2022 Sumitomo SH145X6 excavator and is about to go under the hammer. So let's see where this one gets to.
We're currently at 92,000. Take it away, Matt.
Here we go. It's a 2022, then 92,000 a bid. At 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid, 92,000. It's got 1,840 hours on this one. At 92,000 a bid now. At 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid only. At 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid, 92,000. Anyone more? At 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid now. At 92,000 a bid. Any more bidders there, buyers? Inside or out? At 92,000. Anyone online? At 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid now. At 92,000, only 1,840 hours. Buyers, a 22 model, nice little excavator there, buyers, at a 92,000 a bid now. At 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid, 92,000 a bid now. All done and finished at 92,000. No further bidding. We'll pass that one through. The team will reach out to you shortly.
Thank you. Next lot, we have lot 100. It's a 2018 Minotaur telescope handler and generator. It's indicating 1,886 hours on the clock, and it is ready to go under the hammer. So let's see where this one gets to, boys.
And here we go.
The current bid is at 38.5. Great value. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you. Have a look at the nice little telehandler there at 38,500 a bid now. At 38,500, 38,500 a bid now. At 38,500, 38,500 a bid now. At 38,500 a bid, 38,500 a bid now. At 38,500 a bid now. At 38,500 a bid. Bit of a tongue tie here today, getting my cobwebs out. At 38,500 a bid now. At 38,500, 38,500, 38,500. Sorry. 35.5? 35.5. No wonder people are looking at me. What am I saying? At 35,500 a bid now. At 35.5, everyone's looking at me perplexed. At 35.5. At 35.5, 35.5, 35.5 bid now. At 35,500 a bid now. At 35.5, 35.5. Any further bidding? At 30,500 a bid now. At 35.5, 35.5, 35.5 bid now. At 35.5, 35.5. All done and finished at 35.5. You're done and finished at 35.5. Ladies and gents, we'll give you a quick call on that one next.
Thank you. Next lot, we have lot 200. It's the 2008 Case CX75SR 8-ton excavator. It's indicating 5,847 hours, and the engine is a diesel. So let's see where the bids get to.
The current bidding is at 17.2. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you, Hannah. Here we go. It's 17,200 a bid now. At 17.2, 17.2, 17.2, 17.2. Should be hands over all that kind of money. At 17,200, 17.2, 17.2, 17.2 now. At 17,200 a bid now. At 17.2, 17.2. Anyone else there, boys? At 17.2 bid now. At 17.2 to bid now. 17.2 to bid now. It is a 2008 there, boys. At 17.2.
17.7.
17.7, took a 500, round me up to 18. At 17,700 a bid now. At 17.7, 17.7, 17.7, 17.7 now. At 17,700 a bid now. At 17.7, 17.7, 17.7 now. This one's only got 5,800 hours, so pretty low hours for each age. At 17.7 a bid now. At 17.7, 17.7, 17.7 a bid now. At 17.7, 17.7, and 17.7 a bid now. At 17.7, take me at 18 if you can. At 17.7, 17.7, he's done finishing now. 17.7. At 17,700 bid now, you're done. Finished. Haul out there for 17,007. The team will give you a quick call. And the next lot.
Thank you. Next lot, we have lot 220. It's a 2018 Cat 289D skid steer, and it is indicating 2,798 hours on the clock. Let's see where this one gets to.
Current bid is at 52.5. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you, Hannon. At 52.5 a bid now. At 52,500 a bid now. The nice skid steer there, boys. It is the big Cat, the 289D. At 52.5 bid now. At 52,500 a bid now. 52.5 at 52.5. At 52,500 a bid now. At 52,500 a bid here. At 52.5, 52.5, 55. A lot of skid steer for that money. Nice little posi track there. At 52,500 a bid now. Got then close cab and all. At 52.5, 52.5, 52.5 bid now.
Winner.
At 52.5, at 52.5 bid now. At 52,500 a bid. Anyone else there buys at 52.5? Sounds like a lot of value for me. At 52.5, 52.5, 55. Anyone else? At 52,500 a bid now. At 52,500 a bid. 52,500 a bid. Anyone else there? 52,500. You're done and finish at 52,500 for the first. At 52,500 for the second. Ladies and gents, we'll give you a quick call on that one there. Next lot.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 250. It's a 2009 Caterpillar CB24 smooth drum roller. It's indicating 916 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to.
The bid is currently at 4,000.
Thank you, Hannah. A little bit of work to do on this one, boys. There you go, a little smooth drum roller there, boys. The little Cat 2009. What are you going to call me? Got 4,000 I got now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000. I'll take the $500 bids, I reckon. At 4,000 a bid now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 on the Cat there, boys. At 4,000 a bid now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000. Anyone else there, boys? At 4,000, what are we doing online? At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid now. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000 a bid, 4,000. Anyone else there, boys? At 4,000 on the Cat. At 4,000 a bid, 4,000, 4,000 a bid now. We'll run that one through again there, 4,000.
Thank you. Next lot, we have lot 260. It's a 2018 Caterpillar 311 FLRR tracked excavator. It's indicating 870 hours. I'll throw it over to the boys to the podium.
Current bid on this one is 20,200.
Wow, a lot of work to do on this one. Have a look at it, ladies and gents. There's a whole lot of excavator there, boys. Only get 870 hours. 870 hours. That's a good-looking Cat there, boys. What are you going to call me? We should be seeing a lot more than 20,200. At 20,200 a bid now. At 20,200 a bid, 20,200 a bid. Should be hands everywhere, that kind of money. At 20,200 a bid, 20,200 a bid, 20,200 a bid now. At 20,200 a bid now. 20,200 a bid now. At 20,200 a bid on the Cat there, boys. Nice excavator. Only 870 hours. At 20,200 a bid. At 20,200 a bid, 20,200 a bid. Anyone else there, boys? At 20,200. At 20,200 a bid now. 20,200 a bid now. And we'll roll that one through that 20,200.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 270. It's a Kobelco SK355SR 6 tracked excavator, and it's indicating 5,214 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to.
Current bid on this one, Matt, is $7,500. Great value.
There we go, thank you, Hannah. So little Cabelco buys, that little mini excavator, it's not a bad little one, a little open cab there for you. That's 7,500 a bid now. That's 7,500, 7,500, 7,500 a bid, a little bit of nice little excavator for 7,500 a bid now. That's 7,500 a bid and a 7.5 at 7.5. That's 7,500 a bid, 7,500 a bid, 7,500 a bid now. That's 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5 at 7,500. That's 7,500 a bid now, 7,500 a bid now, 7,500 a bid now. That's 7,500 a bid now, 7,500. Anyone else there buyers online? At 7,500 a bid now, 7,500. Anyone else out? 7,500. Roll that one through there, 7.5.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 275. It's a 2012 John Deere 77 GP grader, and it's indicating 9,487 hours on the clock with a motor grader body. Let's see where this one gets to, boys.
The current bid is 40,999. Call it 41.
We'll definitely call that 41,000 there, Hannah. I'm not even going to try to attempt it otherwise.
43.
43, it's got running itself. At 43,000 a bid now. At 43,000 a bid now. It's a whole lot.
7.
47, it's going. At 47, good value on that one. Still got a lot of work to do on that grade of the buyers. At 47,000 a bid, the bid's all happening online. At 47,000 a bid now. At 47,000 a bid now. 47,000 a bid now. At 47,000, it's got under 10,000 hours there, buyers. At 47,000 a bid, 47,000 a bid now. At 47,000 a bid, 47,000 a bid now. Are you quiet online again? At 47,000 a bid, 47,000 a bid, 47,000 a bid. Anyone else? At 47,000 a bid, 47,000 a bid now, 47,000 a bid. Anyone else there buys at 47,000 bid only. At 47,000 a bid now on the grader, there buys at John Deere at 47,000. At 47,000 a bid, 47,000. Anyone else there buys at 47,000. At 47,000 a bid, 47,000 a bid now, under 10,000 hours at 47,000. You're done and finished there at 47,000. Anyone else there at 47,000? The team will give you a buzz.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 280. It's a 2006 Komatsu PC200 LC7 long reach excavator. It's indicating 8,868 hours on the clock, and it's a 6-cylinder turbo diesel. Let's see where the bids get to.
Current bid on this one is 4450. Call it 4,500.
At 4,500, thank you, Hannah boys. The 2006 Komatsu there, boys. It is a PC200. Nice little excavator, boys. Not so little, I would say. At 4,500 a bit now, a lot of work to do on this one. What's happened? At 4,500 a bit now. At 4,500 a bit, 4,500 at 4,500 a bit only. At 4.5 at 4.5. At 4,500 a bit, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5 bid now. At 4,500 a bit now, 4,500 a bit now, 4,500. Anyone else there? 4,500. At 4,500 a bit now. At 4,500. Or are you quiet online? At 4,500 a bit now. At 4,500, 4,500, 4,500 a bit now. Bit of work to do this one. At 4,500 a bit now, 4,500 a bit now, 4,500. Run that one through at 4,500. Thank you, Shania.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 300. It's a 2022 XCMG XE 55U mini excavator, and it's indicating 943 hours. So let's sort of to the podium and see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, Matt. This one's at 28.5.
Thank you, Hannah. At 28,500 on the XCMG. These are quite a good quality excavator buys there. XCMGs under 1,000 hours. They're pretty much just worn in for you. What are you going to call me? I've got 28,500 a bid now. See where it goes. At 28,500 a bid now. 28,500 a bid now. 28.5. At 28,500 a bid now. 28,500 a bid now. The XMG. At 28,500 a bid now. 28,500 a bid now. 28,500. At 28,500 a bid now. 28,500. Anyone online there buys at 28,500. A lot of value on this excavator. At 28,500 a bid now. At 28,500, 28,500, 28,500. Anyone else there buys at 28,500 a bid now. At 28,500 a bid now, 28,500 a bid now. At 28,000, under 1,000 hours there, buyers. At 28,500 a bid now, 28,500. You're done and finished there at 28,500. Run that through again there.
Thank you. Next lot, we have lot 320. It's a 2021 Wacker Newson 1.7T excavator on 2019 Shawweld Rollmax trailer. This one is perfect for tight access jobs, plumbing, landscaping, or small civil works. Let's see where the bids get to.
Thanks, Chanel. That one is at $12,000. Take it away, Matt.
At 12 or 12 and a half, I think I've got. At 12 and a half there, buys. The little whacker there. It'd be a lot of fun over the school holidays there. At 12 and a half, at 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half bid now. At 12,500 a bid now, 12,500 bid on the whacker there. At 12,500 a bid now. At 12,500 a bid now, 12,500, 12 and a half, at 12,500 a bid now. At 12,500 a bid now, 12,500 a bid now, 12,500 a bid now.
13.
At 13, thank you, Hannon. At 13,000 and keeping alive there at 13,000 a bid now. At 13,000 a bid, 13,000 a bid, 13,000 a bid now, 13,000 a bid now. 13.5, it's coming alive there. At 13.5 is a bit chilly this morning. At 13.5 bid now. At
14.
14. At 14, it's running itself there, buyers, all happening online here. At 14,000, anyone in the rooms there? 14,000, 14.5. At 14.5, 14.5, 14.5, 45 bid now. At 14,500 a bid now. At 14,500 a bid, at 14,500 a bid on the whacker there, buyers. At 14, very handy little size there, buyers. At 14.5, 14.5, 14.5 bid now. At 14,500 a bid now. 14,500 now. It's only got this 1,100 hours. At 14,500 a bid now. At 14,500, 14.5. 15. At 15, good strong bidding all around there. 15,000 a bid now. At 15,000 a bid, 15,000 a bid, 15,000 a bid now. At 1,000, 15,000 a bid, 15,000 a bid, 15,000 a bid now. Still keep it alive there, gents. At 15,000 a bid, 15,000 a bid now. At 15,000 a bid, 15,000. You done? Are you finished? At 15,000 bid only. Ladies and gents.
5.
15.5, just about to
Just
refer
in
it.
time.
At 15.5, just snuck in there. 15,500 a bid. Keep it going to 16 if you like. At 15.5 bid now. At 15,500 a bid now. 15.5 on the whacker. At 15.5, 15.5, 15.5 bid now. At 15,500, you know what they cost to replace. At 15,500 a bid now. At 15.5, 15.5, 15.5, 15.5 bid now. At 15,500, you're done. Finished. Haul out there for 15,500. 16. They want to hear my voice go. At 16,000 a bid now. At 16,000 a bid, 16,000 a bid, 16,000 a bid now. At 16,000 a bid, 16,000 a bid, 16,000 a bid only. At 16, don't wait till the end. They'll run out of puff. At 16,000 a bid now. At 16,000 a bid, 16,000 a bid, 16,000. Anyone else there buys at 16,000? Still good value for money. At 16,000, you're done. Finished. Haul out there for 16,000 only. Didn't work that time, did it, Hannah?
Did not.
Ladies and gents, your team will give you a buzz.
Thank you. Next lot, we have lot 350. It's a 2008 Caterpillar 140M final trim grader. The engine is a C7 Cat 6 cylinder turbo diesel. Let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, the current bid on this one is 28,000, Matt. Can you tell us anything more about it?
I certainly can. It's a 2000, it's a 140M, it's a handy little size. There you go, boys. We've been advised that engine rebuild was done at 18,500 hours. So there you go, just on 6,000 hours since the rebuild there, boys. I've got a bid of 33,000. So low start there, boys. At 33,000 a bid now. At 33 bid now. At 33,000 a bid only on the grader, boys. At 33, the little 140M. At 33,000 a bid of 33's a pair. At 33,000 a bid now. At 33 bid now. 33,000. At 33,000 on the grader, boys. At 33,000, boys. Have a look at the rebuild. 34, still a lot of work to do. At 34,000 a bid now. 34 bid now. At 34, 35. I've got 35 on the phone here. At 35, that's your bid, sir. At 35, 37. At 37 is better. At 37,000 a bid now. At 37,000 a bid, 37,000 a bid, 37 is running itself now. At 37,000 a bid, 37,000, there's still a lot of work to do on that one there, boys. At 37,000 bid only. At 37,000 a bid, 37,000 a bid, 37,000 a bid now. At 37,000, that's your bid there, so 37,000 a bid now. At 37,000 a bid, 30, you're out there at 37? He's looking, he's talking to his...
39.
39. The boss said yes. At 39 bid now. At 39,000 a bid, 39,000 a bid, 39,000 a bid now. Round me up to a nice number. At 39,000 a bid, still a lot of work to do, I would say. At 39,000 a bid, 39,000 a bid, 39,000 a bid now. At 39,000 a bid, 39,000 a bid, 39,000. Anyone else there buyers? At 39,000, 39,000, 39,000.
41.
41, thank you. At 41 now. At 41, the long way around. At 41,000 bid, 41,000 bid, 41,000 bid now. At 41,000 bid on the grader, the buyers at 41,000. About 6,000 hours since the rebuild there, buyers. At 41,000 bid now. At 41,000 bid, 41,000 bid, 41,000 to make it quick there, buyers. At 41,000 and shaking his head. At 41,000 bid, 41,000 bid, 41,000 bid now. At 41,000 bid, you're done and finished at 41,000. The Cat 140M at 41,000. Ladies and gents, the team will give you a buzz.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 375. It's a 2007 Caterpillar 312 tracked excavator and it's indicating 1,246 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to, boys.
Current bids on this one is $2,700.
Thank you, Hannah. A little bit of work to do on this one now, boys. The hours indicated are 12:46, but as you can see, we believe they're over 10,000 hours, boys. So that, just be aware of that there. You would have checked it during inspection. Nice little handy tracked excavator there for you. I've got 2,700 to low start again there, boys, on the Cat. At 2,700 a bit now. At 2,700 a bit, 2,700 a bit, 2,700 a bit, 27. Round me up now to 3. At 2,700 a bit, that's a lot of excavator for that kind of money.
29.
29. At 2,900 a bit now. 2,900 at 2,900 a bit now. At 2,929, 31. It's running itself again. At 3,100 a bit now. 3,100 a bit here. At 3,131 bid now. At 3,100 a bit, 3,100 a bit, 3,100 a bit, 31. 33. 33's the pair. At 33,000 a bit now. 3,300. Should be 33,000. At 3,500. Still a long way to go there. At 3,500 a bit, 3,500 a bit, 3,500 a bit now. At 3,500 a bit now. At 3,535 bit now. At 3,500 a bit now. 3,500 a bit now. What are you going to call me? Keep going. At 3,7. At 3,7. Just picture there. At 3,7 a bit now. At 3,700 a bit now. 3,700 a bit now. 3,900, they're keeping it alive. At 3,900, a whole heap of excavator. Imagine the fun you can have with that. At 3,900 a bit now, 3,900
41.
a bit now, 4,100 a bit now. Still a long way to go. At 4,100 a bit, 4,100 a bit, 4,100 a bit now. At 43. 43, thank you, Hannah. At 4,300 a bit now, 4,300 a bit, 4,300 a bit now, 45. At 45, going to be here all day at this rate. 47. 47, give me some big bids. At 47 bid now. At 47 bid, 47 bid, 47 bid now. At 4,700 a bit only on the Cat there, boys. At 4,700 a bit only. At 4,700 a bit, 40. It's nice and close cab, ready for the wet as well. At 4,700 a bit now. At 4,700 a bit, 4,700 a bit, 4,700 a bit now. 4,900. At 4,900 a bit now. 4,900 a bit, 4,900 a bit now. At 4,900 a bit only. At 4,900 a bit, 4,900. Anyone else there, boys? At 4,900. At 4,900 a bit, 4,900 a bit, 4,900 a bit now. At 4,000. 51 the bid. At 5,100 a 5,100 a bit now. At 5,100 a bit, 5,100 a bit, 5,100 a bit now. About 6,000 hours since it's a rebuilder. At 5,100 a bit here. At 5,100 a bit, 5,100. 54, that's better. They're going up in threes now, Hannah. At 54. At 54 should be going up in thousands. At 5,400 a bit now. At 5,400 a bit now. 54 bit now. At 50,400 a bit now.
Apologies.
At 5,400 a bit now.
We've just had a technical issue, and that one has passed through, so our team will touch base with the top bidder and the underbidder on that one.
Apologies, you heard Hannon. We'll talk to you in a minute. So anyone that missed out on that one?
Thank you. We'll go to the next lot. We've got lot 400. It's a Caterpillar 951 crawler loader dozer, steel track with front bucket and rear 510 ripper. Let's see where the bids get to on this one.
Alrighty, Matt. The current bid on this one is $4,000.
Thank you, Hannon. I've got 4,000 on this little one, boys. A nice little dozer, boys. That'll be handy. Put a couple of fire breaks in. It's got the 5-tine ripper, but I only got the 2 tines in there. There you go. At 4,000 a bit now, 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit now. At 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit now. At 4,000 a bit, 4,000 should be hands everywhere. That kind of money, boys. That'll be handy. At 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit now. At 4,000 and 4,000 a bit. Who needs a bit of tracks clearing there? 4,000 a bit now. At 4,000 a bit, 4,000 a bit, 4,000, 4,000 will last you another 50 years. At 4,000 a bit, 4,000, you're done and finished at 4,000. We'll roll that one through. Thank you, Hannon.
Thank you. The next lot is lot 420. It's a 2013 Volvo EW160D wheeled excavator rubber duck, and it is indicating 4,830 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to.
Thanks, Shana. The current bid on that one is $20,500.
Thank you, Hannon. So that's a 2013, boys. They are 20,500 a bit now. At 20,500 a bit, 20,500 a bit now, 20,500. It is a wheeled one, boys, so a bit of a different spec for you there. At 20,500 a bit now. It's got low hours on it at 4,800 as well. At 20,500 a bit now, 20,500 a bit now on the Volvo. At 20,500 a bit now. At 20,500, it's got the enclosed cab though. At 20,500 a bit now, 20,500 a bit now. At 20,500, take another half 500 to get me to 21. At 20,500. At 20,500 a bit now. At 20,500 a bit, 20,500 a bit now, 20,500 a bit now. At 20,000, anyone else there? 20,500, you're done and finished there at 20,500. No further bidding, we'll roll that one through.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 450. It's a 2018 Wacker Newson 6003 excavator with buckets, and it is indicating 1,515 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, Matt. The bid on this one is $24,232. Call it what you will.
I will call it 24-2, boys. At 24,200 a bid now, it's a fair bit of money, a fair bit of whacker for a little money there, boys. At 24,200 a bid now. At 24, it's got low hours as well, very handy size there. At 24,200 a bid, 24-7. At 24-7 a bid, 24-7 a bid, 24-7 a bid now. At 25-2. At 25-2, give me a nice round bid that I can not get tongue-tied on. At 25,200 a bid now. At 25-2, 25-2, 25-2, 25-2 bid now. At 25-2 to bid now. At 25-2, 25-2, 25-2 to bid now. At 25-2 to bid, 25-2 to bid, shoot me hands everywhere, that kind of money. At 25,200 a bid now. At 25,200 a bid, 25-2, 25-2, 25-2 on the whacker there, boys. Less than 1,600 hours. At 25-2, at 25,002, 25-2, that sounds like a lot of value to me.
26-2.
26-2, that's a bit better. 27-2, they're waking up now. At 27-2 to bid now. At 27-2 to bid, 27-2 to bid, 27-2 to bid now. At 27,200 to bid now. At 27-2, 27-2, 27-2. Anyone else there, boys? At 27,200. At 27,200 a bid now on the whacker. At 27-2, 27-2, 27-2. You're done and finished at 27-2. All out there, 27-2. The team will reach out shortly. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next lot is lot 500. It's a 2014 Bobcat S70 skid steer loader on a 2018 Oswide plant trailer. And on the odometer, it is reading 1,369 hours. So let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, Matt. The bid on this one is currently at $12,750.
Thank you, Hannah. And here we go. Nice round numbers for once. At 12 and a 3/4, 12,750 to bid now. Now, that does come with a trailer. Is that right, Shania? Yes, it does. So it's got the 2018 Oswide trailer as well as the 2014 Bobcat. That's a nice little package there. At 12 and 3/4, 12,750 to bid now. At 12,750 to bid, 12,750 to bid now. At 12,750 to bid, 12,750 to It's got less than 2,000 hours as well there, boys. It's got less than 1,400 hours, my correction. At 12,750 to bid now. At 12,750 to bid, 12,750 bid now. At 12 and 3/4, 12 and 3/4, 12,750 to bid now. At 12,750 to bid, 12,750 to bid, 12,750 to bid. Nice little package there, boys. At 12,750 should be worth a little bit more money. At 12,750 to bid now. At 12,750 to bid, 12,750 to bid, 12,750 to bid now. At 12,750 to bid now. At 12 and 3/4, 12 and 3/4, 12,750. You're done and finish at 12,750. All out there at 12,750. The team will call you. You're not far away.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 700. It is a brand new 2025 Iron Root Excavator IR18, and it's only indicating 3 hours. So let's see where the bids get to on this one.
Alrighty, a brand new machine. Current bid is at $6,550. What can you tell us about this one, Matt?
I can tell you it's brand new, and we've got $6.5 grand on it, boys. There we go. It's an Iron Root. Does sound pretty cool. Boys, have a look. It's got a little 29 kilowatt diesel engine, so that's not too bad. Not bad in that sort of frame. 6,500 to bid now. At 6,500 to bid, 6,500 to bid, 6,500 to bid now. At 6,500 to bid, 6,500 to bid now. 6,500 to bid now. At 6.5, at 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5 bid now. At 6,500 to bid now. 6,500 to bid now. Excuse me. At 6,500 a bid now. At 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5 bid now. At 6,500 a bid now. And the little excavator buys are open cab as well. 6.5. At 6,500 a bid now. 6,500 a bid now. 6,500 a bid now. At 6,500 a bid now. 6,500 a bid now. 6,500. At 6,500. Anyone else there buys at 6.5, 6.5, 6.5. At 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 6,500 a bid now. You're done and finished there at 6,500. Ladies and gents, the team will give you a buzz.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 790. It's another brand new machine. It's a 2025 IRE 20 mini excavator with Kubota engine. That one was a bit of a tongue twister. So let's see where the bids get to on this one, boys.
The bid is just the same. So it's at $69.56. Say that 10 times fast, Matt.
Thank you, Hannah. I'll leave that to you. That's the one there, ladies and gents. It is a brand spanker again, boys. This one's got the little Kubota engine as well. So 6,900 we got. That's 6,900 a bit now. 6,969. That's 6,900 a bit of work to do though. That's 6,969. Brand spanker there, ladies and gents. That's 6,900 a bit now. That's 6,900 little rubber tracks as well. 6,900 a bit. 6,969. That's 6,900 a bit now. That's 6,900 a bit now. 6,900 a bit now. 6,900 a bit now. That's 6,900. Any more hands at 6,9. That's 6,900 a bit now. 6,900 a bit now. That's 6,900 a bit now. Still take you, round me up to 7 just to see where we go. That's 6,969. Anyone else there online and looking at you? That's 6,900 a bit now. 6,969. Anyone else there for 6,900? hey, the team will give you a buzz. Thank you, top bidder.
Thank you. We've got another lot, and that is lot 800. It's another brand new machine, a 2025 IRD 25 2T dumper with seat. Let's see where the bids get to on this one, guys.
Alrighty, Matty, the current bid is $1,800.
There we go, Hannah. That's a handy little contraption there, boys. I'm just trying to think what I'd be doing with it myself. At $1,800 a bid now. At $1,800 a bid, it's plenty of fun for the kids to play with, I reckon. At $1,800 a bid now. At $1,800 a bid, $1,800 a bid, $1,800. That sounds cheap to me. I'd buy it $1,900. At $1,900. At $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid, $1,900. Brand spanker there, boys. At $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid now. At $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid now. At $1,900 a bid now. At $2,000, so if you like. At $1,900 a bid now. At $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid, $1,900 a bid now. I've got 2,000, got there. At 2,000, thank you, Hannon. At 2,000 a bid now. At 2,000 a bid,
Straight
2,000,
back,
21,
22.
21, 22 is the pair. At 2,200 a bid now. 2,200 at 2,200 at 2,200. At 2,200 a bid, 2,200 a bid, 2,200 a bid now. At 2,200 a bid, 2,200 a bid now. At 2,200 a bid, 2,200 a bid, 2,200 a bid now. At 2,200, anyone else there buys at 2,200? Looks pretty handy to me. At 2,200 a bid now. 2,200. Anyone else there at 2,200? You're done. Finish at 2,200. Ladies and gents, the team will get in touch with you shortly.
Thank you. We have another lot, and that is lot 820. It's a 2025 forklift IRF 20, another brand new machine. Let's see where the bids get to, boys.
Alrighty, this one's currently at $2,500.
Thank you, Hannon. A 2,500, that is a lot of forklift for 2,500 buyers. Have a look at brand spanker. I can't quite make out whether or not that's a container mast, but buyers, I hope you had a look at it. It's a brand spanker there for 2,500. Sounds like a good deal to me. At 2,500 bid now. At 2,500 bid, 2,500 bid now. 2,500 bid now. At 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2.5. 2,700 should be hands everywhere, that kind of money. At 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, at 2,700 a bid only. And that forklift buys brand spanking new. At 2,700 a bid, 2,700 a bid, 2,700 a bid, at 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700 now. At 2,700 a bid only. That sounds cheap to me. At 2,700, 2,700, 2,700, 2,700 a bid, and brand spanker. At 20, it's in red. It will go faster as well. At 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700 a bid, 2,700 a bid, 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700 a bid, anyone else there buys at 2,700. At 2,700, sounds so cheap to me. At 2,700, got 2,700, 2,700, 2,700 a bid now. At 2,700 a bid on the little iron roof there at 2,700. At 2,700, got 2,700, 2,700. Anyone else there buys at 2,007. We'll move to the next one.
Thank you. Our next lot is lot 822. It's a Yanmar SVO8 1A mini excavator with extendable arm, and it has a twin cylinder diesel with only 368 hours on the clock. So let's see where the bids get to.
All right, Matt, we are at $5,800.
Thank you, Hannon. At 5,800, here we go, boys. The little Yanmar. It's got less than 400 hours, boys. Got the ROPS with it as well. At 5,800, get your pool built by summertime. At 5,800 a bid now, 5,800 bid now, 5,800. At 5,800, 5,800 on the little Yanmar there, 5.8 little mini excavator, the boys at 5,800. At 5.8, 5.5 and 5.8, 5.8, little nice, small format, I should say, on this one. At 5,800, nice little handy one there at 5.8. At 5,800 bid now, 5.8, 5.8, 5.8, 5.8 now. At 5,800 a bid now. At 5,800 bid, at 5,800 bid now. At 5,800, anyone else there buys at 5,800 a bid now. At 5,800 a bid, 5,800 a bid now. 5,000 on the Yanmar. Less than 400 hours there, buys. You know what they cost retail. At 5,800 a bid now. 5,800 a bid now. At 5,800 a bid, 5,800 a bid now. 5,800 a bid now. Anyone else there buys at 5,800 a bid now. At 5,800, at 5,800, you're done and finished there at 5,800. Ladies and gents, we'll have a quick chat to you afterwards.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 825. It's another brand new machine. It's a 2025 IRD 25 crawler dumper with seat, and it's finished in yellow. Let's see where the bids get to.
All right, Matt, this one's at a bargain currently. It's at $885.
Thank you. We'll just call that at 900. Thank you, Hannah. At 900 on bid, buys. That is an absolute steal. At 900, it's a brand spanker there, buys. At 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900. Round me up there, buys. Quick start. At 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900. Low start there, buys. At 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900 a bid now. At 900 a bid, 900 a bid, 900 a bid now. 900 a bid, 900. We'll call that 1,000. At 1,000. At 1,000, you're making my job hard there. At 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid, 1,000. I'm a simple auctioneer. At 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid now. At 1,000 a bid, 1,000. Got plenty of work to do on this one there, buyers. At 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid, 1,000 a bid now. At 1,000, 1,000 a bid, 1,000, 1,001. At 1,100 a bid now. At 1,100 a bid now. 1,111 now. At 1,100 a bid, 1,000. Make it quick there, buyers. At 1,100 a bid now. At 1,100 a bid now. 1,100 a bid now. 1,100 a bid now. At 1,100 a bid now. 1,100 a bid now. At 1,100, you're done and finished there. 1,100. We'll roll that one through there. 1-1. Bit of work to do on that one there, ladies and gents. We'll give you a call shortly.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 826. It's unreserved. It's a 2022 Cub Cadet Ultima Ride-On Mower ZTX5 on 2023 8x5 trailer. Let's see where the bids get to, guys. This one is going to go, go, go.
Just before we get into this one, we did have a late bid on the last one, so we will refer both, but just remember to get your bids in early. Alrighty, current bid on this one is 8,100.
Thank you, Hannon. I wish this were lot number one there. 8,100 buyers. It is on the market. It's going to sell. I'm going to swing the gavel. Here we go, buyers. The 2022 Club Cadet buyers. 200 hours. A lot of money in this one. I've got 8,100 a bid now. At 8,100 a bid, 8,100 a bid, 8,100 a bid, 8,100. Going to be selling there, buyers. At 8,100 a bid now. At 8,100 a bid now. 8,100. Don't wait till your chance. You miss out on your chance there. At 8,100 a bid now. At 8,100 a bid, 8,100 a bid now. At 8,100 a bid now. 8,100 a bid now. At 8,100 a bid now. 8,100. It should be hands everywhere still. At 8,100. It comes with a trailer, doesn't it? There we go. Comes with a trailer as well. At 8,100, that's a good value package
84.
there, guys. 84. At 84, 84, 84, 84. Should be hands everywhere still. At 8,400 a bid only. At 84, 84, 84, 84, 84 now. At 8,400 a bid now. At 8,400 a bid, 8,400 a bid, 8,400 a bid now. At 8,400 a bid, 8,400 a bid, 8,400 a bid now. At 8,400 a bid, I'm going to be selling it. At 8,400 a bid now for the first. At 8,400 for the second. At 8,004 for the third and final time. That felt good.
Thank you. Our next lot is lot 828. It's a 2022 Enforcer FLB CTE 1601 PBZE. It is indicating only 74 hours on the clock and it is ready to go to auction. So let's see where the bids get to, boys.
Alrighty, this one's at $702. Call it 700.
Boys, have a look at that one. 74 hours on this one. It's an Enforcer. Not a bad little quality brand there, boys. There you go. It looks like a little 1.6 tonner, little three-wheeler by the looks, boys. What are you going to call me? Quick. 7. I've got 7. Round me up to 1,000 if you can. I've got 7, got 8 straight away. Absolute giveaway price here. At 800 a bit, 800 a bit, 800 a bit now. At 800 a bit, 800, 800 a bit now. At 800 a bit, 800, 800 a bit now. 900. At 900 a bit now. At 900 a bit, 900. Plenty of value there, boys. At 900, make it quick. At 900 a bit, 900 a bit, 900 a bit, 900 a bit, 900 a bit now. At 900 a little, 9,000 better. At 1,000 a bit, 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 1,000 a bit now. At 1,000, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Thank you online. At 1,200 a bit now. At 1,200, 1,200 a bit now. At 1,200 a bit, 1,200 a bit, 14. At 14 better. At 1,400 a bit now. At 1,400 a bit, 1,400, 1,004. At 1,400 a bit, 1,400 a bit, 1,400 a bit now. At 1,400 a bit, 16 now. At 1,600, 1,8. Still got a lot of work to do on this one. At 1,800, hand a little 1.6 tonner. At 1,800, a little Enforcer there, buyers. At 1,800, they've got a pretty good reputation if you ask me. At 1,800 a bit, 1,800 a bit, 1,800 a bit, 1,800 a bit, 1,800 a bit now. At 1,800 a bit, 1,800 a bit, 1,800. Anyone else there, buyers? At 1,800 a bit only. At 1,800 a bit, 1,800 for the first. At 1,800, 19 back in. At 1,900 a bit, 1,900 a bit, 1,900 a bit, 1,900 a bit now. At 1,900 a bit, welcome, sir. At 1,900 a bit, 1,900 a bit, 1,900 a bit now. At 1,900 a bit only. At 1,900 a bit, 1,900 a bit, you're done. Finished. Haul out there at 1,900. Ladies and gents, we'll give you a call afterwards.
Thank you. Next up, we've got lot 829. It's a Bartell Morrison concrete troweling machine, and it is ready for work. So let's see where the bids get to on this one.
Alrighty, we've got the bid at $160.
Thank you, Hannah. Got 160 buyers on that trowel, buyers. Have a look, dual fan. We're thinking is between 50 and 100 hours. but have a look at it. Definitely in the red colour. Will definitely get your job done faster. I've got the $160 with me at 160. Shoot me hands everywhere. 160 to bid, 160 to bid, 160. Give me $1,000 to get me going. At 160 to bid, 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 160 to bid now. At 160 to bid, 160 to bid, 160 to bid, 160 to 160 to 160. You're done and finished 160. Team, we'll have a chat to you on that one.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 830 and it is on the market. It's a 2007 Yamaha Grizzly quad bike. Let's see where the bids get to, boys.
Alrighty, we are currently at $2,100 and we are on the market.
This is good news, Hannah. 2100 a bit on a lot nicer quad. The Yamaha buys, the Grizzly 500. It can do forward drive as well, boys. Handy around the farm. At 2100 a bit, 2100 a bit, 2100 a bit now. At 2100 a bit, 2100 a bit, 2000 a bit, 2100 a bit now. At 2100 a bit only. At 21 now. At 2100 a bit now. At 2100 a bit only. At 2100 a bit, 2100 a bit, 21. Make it quick there, boys. There is no tomorrow. At 2100 a bit now. 2100 a bit now. 2100 a bit now. At 2100 a bit, 2100 a bit. 2,100 at 2,100 a bit, 2,100 a bit, 2,100 a bit now. At 2,100 going to be selling at 212121 for the first. At 2,100. I wish it was 21,000. 2,100 for the second, and 2,100 third for the final time. Sold.
Thank you. Congratulations to the top bidder there. Our next lot is lot 835. It's another unreserved machine. It's a 2015 Snorkel S2 770RT scissor lift. Let's see where this one gets to, boys.
Alrighty, Matt, you heard Shania. It's unreserved, so get that hammer ready, and we are currently at $6,000.
Thank you, Helen. A nice round number, 6,000. It's a 2015. Myers, it's got 1,700 hours, so pretty low hours. Probably need to be going through the certification soon, boys. At 6,000 a bit now. At 6,000 a bit, 6,000 a bit, 6,000 a bit now. At 6,000, it's on the market to be sold unreserved, buyers. At 6,000, it's good value, that kind of money. At 6,000 a bit, 6,000. 6,300 a bit now. At 6,3, 6,3, 6,6. At 6,6, who's choosing these increments? At 6,600 a bit now. At 6,600 a bit now. Mate, ram me up to 7. At 6. At 6,600 a bit now. 6,600 a bit now. 6,600 a bit now. At 6,600 a bit now. 6,600 a bit, round me up to 7. At 6,600 a bit now. At 6,600 a bit now. 6,069. Now give me that 7 to get me going. At 6,900, there is no tomorrow. At
6,200.
7,200. He's not going to work with me, is he? At 7,200 a bit now. At 7,200 a bit. 7,2, 7,2, 7,2, 7,2, 7,2 bit now. At 7,200 a bit now. At 7,2, 7,2, 7,2, 7,2 bit now. At 7,200 a bit. 7,200 a bit now. 7,200 a bit now. At 7,200 a bit now. At 7,2, 7,2, 7,2 for the first. At 7,200 for the second. At 7,2 for the third and final time. Sold.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 840. It's a 2025 forklift IRF 20 and it is another brand new machine. So let's see where the bids get to.
All right, Matt, we are at $2,050.
Here we go, 2,050 to bid now. At 2,050 to bid, it's a brand spanker again, boys. At 2,050 to bid, 2,050 to bid now. At 2,050 to bid, 2,000 to bid, 2,050 bid now. At 2,050 to bid, 2,050 to bid now. At 2,050 to bid, 2,050 to bid, 2.25. At 2.25 bid now, 2,250 to bid now, 2.25. At 2.25 bid, 2.25 bid, 2.25 bid now. At 2,250 to bid now. At 2,250 to bid now, 2,850. At 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850, I think everyone's having a bit of fun online with the bids they're putting in for me. At 28.50 to bid now, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid now. At 28.50 to bid, 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850, 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid, 2,850 brand spanker there, buyers. At 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid for the first. At 2,850 for the second. 3,000. Thank you, sir. He's on the phone. He's picking them out. At 3,050 to bid now. At 3,050 to 3,050, 3,050 to bid now. 3,050 to bid now. At 3,050, they're not quite done yet. At 3,050 to bid now. 3,050, 3,050 for the first. At 3,050 for the second. At 3,050 for the third and final time. Ladies and gents, our team will give you a buzz. Thank you, Shania.
Thank you. Next lot is an unreserved, brand new 2025 Iron Room Mini Rubber Trucked Dumper. Let's see where this one gets to, boys.
Alrighty, the bid is currently at $2,900. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you, Hannah. At 2,900, you heard the team. It is unreserved. That looks like a lot of fun, JT. I can picture you on the back of this. What do you say? At 2,900, 2,900, 2,900 a bid now. At 2,900 to bring that home and see what the missus says. At 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 a bid now. At 2,929,2929 now. At 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 a bid now. At 2,900 a bid only. At 2,900, that's a cheap buy in there, boys. Brand spanking new. At 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 a bid now. There is no tomorrow. At 2,900 a bid now. Round me up at least to that 3. At 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 a bid now. 2,900. Anyone else there? At 2,900 a bid now. 2,929,2929. At 2,900 a bid now. 2,900 for the first. At 2,900 bid for the second. At 2,900 bid for the third and final time. Sounds cheap to me. Sold.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 880. It's a 2002 Manitow forklift, and it is indicating 2,379 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, we're currently at 3,400, and get your hammer ready, Matt.
Beautiful, 3,400. That is a lot of money for the money there, boys. At 3,400 is being sold unreserved. That'll be handy around any yard. At 3,400 a bid now, 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid now. It is only indicating at 2,300 hours. Might be a bit more, boys. Might have gone around the clock, but that's what it's showing on the clock itself at the moment. At 3,400, still cheap buying there, boys. Have a look at there's a little roughy there for 3,400, a little rough terrain there, boys. At 3,400, where you're going to find another one that kind of money. At 3,400, it's going to be sold though. At 3,400, who's a lucky person that's going to grab it? At 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid now. At 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid now. At 3,400, absolute giveaway there. At 3,434 bid now. At 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid, 3,400 a bid now. 3,400. At 3,400, anyone else there, boys? At 3,400. At 3,434. At 3,400 for the first, 34 for the second, and 34 for the third and final time. Well bought. That is a good lot there.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 900. It's a 2025 IRD 25 crawler dumper with yellow seat, and it is ready to go to auction. So let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, Matt. This one's at $1,150.
Thank you, Hannon. At 11.50 buys, at 11.50 to bid now. Brand spanking new again. At 11.50 to bid, 11.50, 11.50, 11.50 to bid now. At $1,150 bid now. At 11.50, 11.50, 11.50, 11.50. I've got 12.50. I've got to check these prices.
Straight
at 12, 13.50. At 13.50 to bid, 13.50 to bid, 13.50, 14.50. At 14.50 to bid, 14.50, 14, 16.50. It's running itself. At 16, that's better. At 16.50 to bid, 17.50. At 17, still a bit of work to do on this one. The buyers at 17.50 to bid, 17.50 to bid, 17.50 to bid. Anyone else there? At 17.50 to bid, 18.50. At 18.50 to bid, 18.50 to bid, 18.50 to bid. Got 19.50. Round me up to 2. At 19.50 to bid, 19.50 to bid now. At 19.50 to bid, 19.50 to bid, 19.50 to bid now. I've got 2 1/4. At 2 1/4, that's your bid. At 2 1/4 bid, 2 1/4 bid, 2 1/4 bids online. At 2 1/4 bid online. At 2,250 to bid now. 2 1/4 bid, 2 1/4 bid, 2 1/4 bid now. At 2,250. 2,450. At 2,450 to bid. At 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid now. At 2,450 to bid now. At 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid now. At 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid. 2,450 to bid now. At 2,450. Anyone else there buys at 2,450 to bid now. At 2,450 to bid. 2,450 for the first. At 2,450 for the second. At 2,450 for the third and final time. 2,6 just in time. At 2,650. At 2,650, make it quick. At 2,650 to bid, 2,650 to bid. Make it quick online there, boys. At 2,650 to bid, don't want to miss out.
8.
At 2,850, thank you. At 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid, anyone else there, boys? At 2,850 to bid, 2,850, round me up to 3. At 2,850 to bid, 2,850 to bid for the first. At 2,850 to bid for the second. At 28.50 for the third and final time. Ladies and gents, the team will give you a quick call.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 910. It's a 2020 Eve Run 2.45 tonne forklift, and it is indicating 2,236 hours on the clock. Let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, we're currently at 3,400, and we are on the market. So get that hammer ready.
Thank you, Hannah. At 3,400 buys, that little 2020 Ever Run buys, a 2.5 tonner. It is not a bad little forklift there, boys. Have a look at it. It's got less than 3,000 hours, boys. It is on the market to be sold at 3,400 a bit now. At 3,400 a bit, 3,400 a bit, 3,400 a bit now. It looks like it's got a container mast there. At 3,400 handy to have around the place. At 3,400 a bit, 36, 36, 36, 36 bit now. At 3,600 a bit now. At 3,600 bit only. At 3,6, 3,6, 3,6 now. At 3,600 bit now. At 3,6 Sebastian, what do you think of this one, boys? At 3,6. At 3,600, I'm going to be selling as well. At 3,600 a bit now. It's a 2020 model. At 3,600 a bit, 38, 38, and round me up to 4 if you like now. At 3,800 a bit now. At 38, 38, 38, 38 now. At 3,800 a bit now. 3,800 a bit now. 3,800 a bit now. At 3,800 a bit now. At 3,800, 3,800, 3,800 a bit now. At 3,800 a bit now. It's going to be no sold. There is no tomorrow. At 3,800 a bit. Four. At 4 bit now. At 4,000 a bit only. 4,000 a bit only with a little container mast. At 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit now. At 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit now. At 4,000 a bit. 4,000 a bit. 4,000. Anyone else there buys at 4,000? At 4,000 for the first. At 4,2 is back at you. At 4,200 bit now, 4,200 bit now, 4,200 bit now. At 4,200 bit, 42, 42, 42, 4,200 bit only. At 4,200 bit now. At 42 now. At 4,200 bit now for the first. At 4,200 for the second. At 4,200 for the third and final tie. I am selling. Well, Walter Online. Good to see you again.
Thank you. We've got another one on the market. It's lot 920. It's a 2015 Dingley SO6E 19-foot scissor lift, and it's indicating 393 hours. So let's see where these bids get to on this one, boys.
Alrighty, the bids on this one are 1,520.
1520. I'll call it 1,500 even there, boys. At 1,500 a bit now, boys, on the 2015 again. Nice little scissor lift. It looks like it's got good reach on that one there, boys. Less than 400 hours. He's electric, of course. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500 on the market, boys. Going to be selling. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit, 1,500. That's cheap buying that kind of money. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500, 1,500 a bit only. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500, 1,500 a bit now. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit now. At 1,500 a bit only. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit. Anyone else there, boys? At 1,500 sounds cheap buying to me. At 1,500, thought you're going to make a bit more than that. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit now. At 1,500 a bit only. At 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit, 1,500 a bit. You're done and finished at 1,500. That is cheap buying there for 1,500. Sold.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 940. It's another machine on the market today. It's a 2019 Rover Lawn King ride-on mower, and it's indicating 172 hours. So let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, the current bid is at 1,740, and we are on the market.
Fantastic news there, boys. 1,740. No tomorrow. You know the story. Here we go. It's a little Rover, the Lawn King there, boys. Not a bad size. That's 1,700 a bit. Just call it 1,700 for now. At 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit, 1,700. Going to be selling as well. At 1,700 a bit only. At 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit only. At 1,700, the little Rover there, boys. It's in red. Get your lawns done faster. At 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit only. At 1,700 a bit, 70. Paulie, you look at me like you really want this one. At 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit, 70. Be the envy of all your neighbours. At 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit now. 1,700 a bit now. At 1,700 a bit, 1,700 a bit, 1,700. Anyone else that's going to be selling? At 1,700, $1,742 there for the first. At 1,700 for the second. At 1,700 for the third and final time. Sold.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 950. It's another one unreserved. It's a 2011 Perrin Semi-A trailer. Let's see where the bids get to, boys.
Alrighty, bidding is currently at $1,550 and is unreserved.
Boys, have a look at that scale trailer, boys. An absolute gift of this kind of money, man. At 1,600, boys.
17.
At 16, 17. Got a lot of work to do. At 1,003 At 1,750, 1850. At 1850, you should be calling bigger bids than that. At 1850 to bid, 1850 to bid, 1850 to bid, 1850 to bid. 2,000. Better work to do there. At 2,000 to bid now.
2,400.
At 2,400. At 2,400, 2,400, 2,400, 2,400, 2,600. At 2,600 to bid now. At 2,600 to bid now. 2,600, 2,800. Round me up to 3. Make it easy to call. At 2,800 to bid now. now. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid now. At 22,850, an absolute gift of that kind of money. Nice little scale trailer there, boys. At 28.50 to bid now. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid. There is no tomorrow. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid now. At 28.50 to bid on a scale trailer. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid now. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to have a look at a handy. Get that container on there. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid now. At 2,850 to bid, round me up now. At 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid, 28.50 to bid now for the first. At 28.50 to bid for the second. At 28.50 for the third and final time. That's cheap.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 1000. It's a 2014 snorkel lift knuckle boom. It's indicating 2,848 hours and it's ready to go to auction. So let's see where the bids go to.
Alrighty, we're currently at $6,400. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you, Hannah. At 6,400 a bid now. There's a little 45-footer there, boys. At 6,400, 6,400, 6,400 a bid now. At 6,400 a bid, less than 3,000 hours as well. At 6,400 a bid now. 6,400 a bid now. 6,400 a bid now. At 6,400 a bid, 6,464, 6464 a bid now. At 6,400 a bid now. 6,400 a bid now. 6,400 a bid now. At 6,464, 6464 now. At 6,400 a bid now. At 6,400 a bid now. 6,400 a bid now. At 6,400 a bid, 6,400 a bid. You're done and finished there at 6,400. We'll roll that one through.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 1050. It's a 2018 Ostromac Power Cut 3000P Rocksaw. Let's see where the bids get to, boys.
Alrighty, current bid is currently at $3,200.
3,200, absolute gift. You know what these cost, new buyers. There you go. Have a look at this one. It is only a 2018. Looks like it's in pretty good nick as well. I've got 3,200 a bit of work to do on this one, buyers. At 3,200 a bit now. At 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit here. At 3,200 a bit now. At 3,232 now. At 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit now. At 3,200 a bit now. At 3,232 now. At 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit, 3,200 a bit now on the rocks, all the buyers. At 3,200, it's a big power cut there, buyers. At 3,200 sounds cheap to me. At 3,200 a bit now. At 3,232 now. At 3,200 a bit now. You're done and finished at 3,2. We'll pass that one through at 3,2. The highest bidder will give you a call shortly. Thank you.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 1200. It's a 2012 trailer mounted traffic lights. Let's see what the bids get to on this one.
Alrighty, current bidding is at $152. Call it $150.
Buys a bit of work to do as well there, buys. A nice little set of traffic lights there. I got $150, buys. Should be calling a lot more than that. At 150 to bid, 150 to bid, 150. Is there any interest today? They're 150 to bid, 150 to bid, 150 to bid now. At 150 to bid, 150, 150, 150 to bid now. At 150 to bid, 150 to bid, 150. No further interest at 150. Have a chat to our team.
Thank you. Next lot, we've got lot 1500. It's a 2002 same Explorer 82 tractor. Let's see where the bids are at.
Alrighty, current bid is at $9,900.
Here we go, 9,900 a bid now. At 9,900, round me up there, buys. At 9,900 a bid now. At 9,900 a bid now, it's got the ROPS and it's got nice front end loader attachment as well. At 9,900, a handy little configuration for you. At 9,900 a bid now, you look good in this, Hannon. At 9,900 a bid now. At 9,900 a bid now. You would. At 9,900 a bid now. At 9,900 a bid now. 9,900 a bid now. Round me up. At 9,900 a bid now. At 9,900 here. At 9,900 a bid now. 9,900 a bid now. At 9,900 a bid now on the tractor, buys with the front end loader attachment there. 9,900. At 9,900, anyone else there, buys? At 9,100. At 9,900 a bid. 9,900. Anyone else there? 9,900. You're all done. Finished 9,900. Buys, we'll have a chat to you afterwards. Thank you.
Next up, we've got lot 1900. It's a 2023 Western Star 48 by mid-bonneted cab sleeper 6x4. It's indicating 284,000 kilometres on the clock, and it is finished in that gorgeous green. So let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, this is a beautiful truck, man. Current bid is at $160,000. What can you tell us about it?
Well, I tell you, that's a lot of truck for that kind of money, buyers. At 165 bid now on the big Western 4800 buyers. It's only got less than 300,000 Ks on the clock. At 165,000 a bid now. At 165, 165, 170. At 170, 170, 170, 170, 170 bid now. At 170, 170, 170, 170. Very nice truck there, buyers. 170,000 bid only. At 170 bid, it's a 2022. At 170,000 a bid now. At 170, 170, 170, 170 bid now. At 170,000 a bid only. At 170, 171 bit of work to do on this one yet, buys there. At 170, 170, 170, 170, 170 bid now. At 170,000 bid only, buys. At 170,000 a bid, 170,000 a bid now. At 170, 170, 170, 170 bid now. It's the 70-ton rated. At 170 bid now. At 170,000 a bid, 170,000 a bid, 170,000 bid now. At 170, 170, 170 just to refer there, was. At 170, 170, 170 just to refer. At 170,000 a bid now. At 170, 170, 170, 170. Anyone else there? 170. At 170 sounds cheap to me. At 170,000 a bid now. At 170, 170 for the first. At 170,000 for the second. At 170 for the third and final time. Ladies and gents, we are going to refer the top bidder on that one. Thank you.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 1,920. It's a 2005 Mercedes Actros 4144. It is indicating 197,000 kilometres on the clock, and it is a turbo diesel automatic. Let's see where the bids get to.
Boys, there you go, that little concrete pump. It's got a little Putzmeister on the back there, boys. The pump's only got a bit over 7,000 hours or 7,500 hours. It's got a 46-metre boom there, boys, on the 8x4 truck as well. What are you going to call me? Well, I've got 37,000, still a low start, boys. A fair bit of pump for that kind of money. At 38,000. At 38,000 a bit now. At 39,000. At 39, 39, 39, 39. The concrete pump there, boys. At 39,000 a bit now. At 39,000 a bit now. Got 40 better. At 40,000 a bit now. At 40,000 got 41. At 41, 41, 41, 41's got their 46-metre boom as well. At 41 bid, 41, 41, 41, 41, 41, 41 bid now on the 8x4 Mercedes. At 41, 41, 41, 41,000 bid only. At 41,000 a bid now. At 41,000 a bid, 41,000 a bid, 41,000 anyone else? 42 back in. At 42,000 a bid now. 44 bid, strong bids. At 44,000 a bid now. At 44, 44, 44, 44 to bid now on the Putzmeister. 45 better. At 45,000 a bid now. At 45,000 a bid, 45,000 a bid, 45,000 a bid now. At 45,000 a bid now is on the phone. At 45,000 a bid shaking his head. At 45,000 a bid, 40,000 down. At 45,000 a bid now, better slow down. At 45,000 a bid now for the first. At 45,000 a bid for the second. At 45,000 a bid for the third and final time. So we acknowledge your offer. It is going to be a referral at this stage. Hopefully not too far off.
Next lot, we've got lot 1,950. It's a 2021 Mack Superliner CLXT 6x4 bonneted sleeper cab. It is finished in white and it's ready to go to auction. So let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, another beautiful truck. Current bid is at $92,000.
There we go. Thank you, Hannah. I'm just looking at the photos of this truck. Very, very nice little Mack Superliner there, boys. It's a 2021. I've got 96,000 a bid. At 96,000 a bit of work to do yet. At 96,000, 2021 truck there, boys. At 96,000 a bid now. At 96,000 a bid, 96. Got 100 even. At 100,000 a bid, 100,000 a bid, 100,000. 104. At 104, 100 still a bit of work to do there. 104,000 a bid now. 104,000 a bid on the Mack Superliner 2021 model. At 104,000, showing 812 Ks. At 104, 104,000 a bid now. At 104,000 a bid, 104,000, 106. At 106,000 a bid now, just pipped you, sir. At 160 a bid now, you can bid again if you like. At 106, it's all happening online there. At 106,000 a bid, bids online, 106 now. At 106 a bid, 106,000 a bid now. At 106, 106, 106, 106,000 a bid now. At 106,000 a bid, 106,000 bids online. At 106, 106, 106 now. At 106, anyone else there buys 106 for the first. At 106,000 bid for the second. At 106,000 bid for the third and final time. Ladies and gents, we'll have a chat to you. A lot of truck.
Thank you. Next lot is lot 1,955. It's a 2017 Volvo FH16 cab over sleeper 6x4, and it has 5,265 hours on the clock. So let's see where the bids get to.
Alrighty, current bid is at $39,000. And Matt, just look at that truck in front of the blue sky.
It's beautiful,
Just makes
Hannah.
it pop.
Beautiful. I might need to take a moment here. Here we go, boys. It is a Volvo. It's a big FH16, boys. I've got 41,000 a bid now. At 41,000 a bid, 41,000 a bid, 41, 42 better, 43. At 43 a bid now. At 43, 44. At 44, 44, 44, 44 bid now. At 44, 44, 44, 46. A lot of truck for that kind of money. 47 better. At 47,000 a bid now. At 47,000 a bid, big Volvo there, boys. FH16. At 47, 48. At 48,000 a bid now. At 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid now. At 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid now. At 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid, 48,000. Anyone else there, boys? At 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid now. At 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid on Volvo. At 48,000 a bid, 48,000 a bid now for the first. At 48,000 a bid for the second. Hit 48,000 bid for the third and final time. Ladies and gents, we'll refer that one through. Apologies to everyone online and everyone here, ladies and gents. We had a bit of a technical glitch. Our internet cut out everywhere. So everyone's trying to get onto the hotspot and fix things. And we've gone offline again. Oh, I'm not sure. My laptop's showing offline. But guys, I'm assuming you're there for me. So we're going to continue on. We've only got 5 more lots to be telecast, and then it's going to return to the online auction. So we're going to go back to lot 1960, the big Mack tipper there, guys, the Trident, the dump truck. I've got a bit of $100,000. At 100,000, I hope you can hear me. Online there, guys, at 100,000 a bit now, 100,000 a bit now, 100,000 a bit now. At 100,000 a bit, 100,000 a bit, 100,000 a bit now. At 100,000 a bit, 100,000 a bit, 100,000 a bit now. At 100,000 a bit, 100,000 a bit, 100,000 a bit now. At 100,000 a bit, any bit better bids out of 100,000 a bit now. At 100,000 a bit now for the first. Are we closing it, ladies and gents? I think we've still got more technical glitches.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We got more glitches. I think we'll let the system continue for the last 5 lots. So my extreme apologies. The internet gods have been against us today. I break everything that I touch.